Hey, how's it going? Forgot to think of a quick song to start this video with. Come on, give me an idea real quick. Lollipop, lollipop, oh la di da di da di da di pop, ba-dum boom boom. Anyway, I don't know why that song popped into my head. That's pretty weird. I'm gonna go see a shrink after I make this video. Anyway, city forced to abolish civil asset forfeiture and pay back victims the millions it stole from them. Well, is this a good story? By the way, I just read this title and turned on the screen recorder, so I'm reading this right along with you. The innocent family that had their home seized by police through civil asset forfeiture fought back, and their victory will affect other residents for years to come. This is the Free Thought Project, and oh, really, Bird? Don't make me yank you out of there. This is by Rachel Blevins. That's a new writer. So civil asset forfeiture, okay, that is like they pull you over, for instance, and you have $2,500 on you. You were about to go buy a used car. They could just say, we're taking that because it's drug money, because we think it's drug money, period. And then they take it from you, and then you have to spend your money and take it to court to try to get your own property back that was seized without due process of law, which is completely unlawful and unconstitutional. Same thing. All right, Philadelphia, PA, the city that has gained a reputation for egregious civil asset forfeiture practices committed by its police department, will now be forced to dismantle the program altogether. Oh, this is in Philadelphia. That's a big city. This is a big win. As a result of a lawsuit filed by a family who had their home seized by police after their son was accused of a minor drug crime. So he was accused of a minor drug crime, and they took their home. Residents who have been harmed by the Philadelphia Police Department's civil asset forfeiture practices could also receive part of $3 million in compensation. Markella and Chris Sudovelis, oh, they might be Greek, initially filed lawsuit in 2014 after their son was caught trying to sell $40 in heroin on the street. So their son was trying to sell $40 worth of heroin on the street, and the police seized his parents' house. Am I understanding this correctly? The parents compiled with the judge and took their son to court and ordered rehabilitation treatment. But when they returned home, they found that the police had locked them out of their house. The Sudovelis family home was seized by police even though there was no evidence that the parents had any knowledge of their son's attempt to sell drugs. And there was no evidence that the parents or any other family members had engaged in any kind of drug-related activity deemed illegal by the state. The story received significant media attention as the country was introduced. Where was I? As the country was introduced to the horror many Philadelphia residents face, and the district attorney eventually dropped the case against the family. In a statement from December 2014, Chris Sudovelis said he was relieved by the verdict but was committed to continuing the fight to ensure that other residents were not subjected to the same nightmare. After months of uncertainty, my family can finally rest easy knowing that our home is our home again, Sudovelis said. I've lived in Philadelphia for over 30 years. I never thought it was possible for the police to just show up at my doorstep without a notice and take my house when I've done nothing wrong. But that's exactly what happened to me and my family, and we're not alone. That's why we're going to keep fighting for everyone until everyone's still trapped in Philadelphia's civil asset forfeiture nightmare. Okay, people, police apologists, please apologize for these police. They're just doing their job, stealing people's homes that have done nothing wrong, right? Millions. They've done this to millions of people, and they do it to probably thousands every single day. Sudovelis, who worked with the Institute of Justice to file a new lawsuit, a class action lawsuit, which alleged that the city was seizing 300 to 500 homes each year. The police were doing this 300 to 500 times a year in Philadelphia. Oh my word. Violating residents' constitutional rights and illegally creating profit incentive because the revenue generated by the program was going straight to local police and district attorneys. People, this is not America. Tell them, Pichuca. Tell them, Pichuca. It's not America. Oh, I don't know what this is. Tell them. To say the city has a problem is an understatement. While the city of Allegheny, Pennsylvania filed 200 petitions for civil asset forfeiture from 2008 to 2011, Philadelphia filed 6,560 petitions in 2011 alone. So this means the police tried to steal someone's property without due process at least 6,560 times in 2011. Calm down, Pichu. I understand you're upset about this. I am too. A report from the Philadelphia Inquirer also found that the city brought in more than $64 million in seized property. $64 million in seized property. $64 million. All right, I got to go to another room. So, where were we? Man, you're annoying. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. Yes, sirree, I'm walking to get me a lima bean. What does that mean? All right. So a report from the Philadelphia Inquirer. This thing recording? Yeah. I'll get back to you guys. A report from the Philadelphia Inquirer also found that the city brought in more than $64 million in seized property from 2004 to 2014, which is almost twice the amount raised by cities like Brooklyn, New York, and Los Angeles. Wow. So basically, Philadelphia Police Department is a gang of criminals that go around stealing people's property without due process. Dude, I'm like, see, this is what happens when I read it with you guys, because I don't get the initial shock myself. In 2015, a 2015 report from the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, noted that an estimated 32% of cash forfeitures are not supported by a conviction. Wow. Which means that more than 1 million is forfeited every year from innocent residents of Philadelphia. How many schools would $1 million build? At least one. Worrying evidence suggests that profits and sweeping powers offered by civil asset forfeiture have distorted a tool originally targeted at cartels and drug kingpins. And I see. So that's a drug war law, an unconstitutional drug war. An unconstitutional drug war law, and now they to use that law against its own people. They turned it on its own people, and why wouldn't they? You're letting them. An article in Philadelphia City Paper in 2012 indicated that Philadelphia prosecutors regularly forfeit sums as small as $100, and that people trying to get their property back sometimes had to attend upwards of 10 court dates just to reach a hearing before a judge. Other media accounts chronicled the human toll of civil forfeiture. In one, a Philadelphia grandmother faced losing her home because a grandson sold a small amount of drugs out of it. Oh, drug war. So these are drug war cops. In another, a Lancaster mother had seized $300 from her purse when her son was arrested on narcotics charges. So he got arrested, and the police went in her purse and took $300. Whoever does this stuff, you're scum of the earth. Philadelphia PD, I hope you can hear me. I hope you're watching. You are scum of the earth. And just think, the things you do on the street, like the terrorists that you are, if anyone did those things to your family, you would gang beat them. and you know it. And the whole police force would go after them. But when you do it as a gang, you know, that's all you guys are, a big gang. The city of Philadelphia has now agreed to a settlement, which includes the following promises, according to a report from Reason. The city will no longer seek property forfeitures for simple drug possession. Oh, so they're not just doing away with it. Now they're making stipulations. Okay. The city will stop seizing petty amounts of cash. Oh, okay. They're still going to seize cash, but not the petty amounts of cash without accompanying arrests or evidence in the. So now they're going to actually need evidence and due process? Man, who would have thought that in America? Isn't Philadelphia supposed to be like where the Liberty Bell was struck? And oh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Now they're known for corruption in Philly cheesesteaks with Cheese Whiz. The city will put judges in charge of forfeiture hearings and it will streamline the hearing process. Get out of here. The city will ban Philadelphia District Attorney and Philadelphia Police Department from using forfeiture revenue to fund their payroll. Well, that's nice. The city will disburse the $3 million settlement fund to qualifying members of the class action based on the circumstances of their case. So they're still in control. The people aren't in control. And it's not like it doesn't sound like they're abolishing the law or anything. They're just, what are they doing? What do you call that? Revising it at their own will. While the results of the lawsuit are encouraging, it remains to be seen how Philadelphia's police department will respond and if it will lash out at any residents for the large decrease in revenue that was being stolen from the innocent citizens. I'm glad that there's finally a measure of justice for people like me who did nothing wrong but still found themselves fighting to keep what was rightly theirs. No one in Philadelphia should ever go through the nightmare my family faced, Chris Suruveles said in response to the outcome of the lawsuit. The Institute for Justice also released a statement calling the settlement a groundbreaking accomplishment that will have positive effect for residents for years to come. For too long, Philadelphia treated its citizens like ATMs, ensnaring thousands of people in a system designed to strip people of their property and their rights. No more. Today's groundbreaking agreement will end years of abuse and create a fund to compensate innocent owners. And again, this is Rachel Blevins. Rachel Blevins from the Free Thought Project. All right, everyone. I'm hungry. About to eat my telephone. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe. Click join if you want to join. Click the bell. Maybe a thumbs up. Maybe a positive comment. I love you. I'll see you on the next video. John's coin rings on Etsy too if you want one of my rings. I'll see you later. Bye.